house of worship, going into the backyards, counting the number of Jews on the street, counting where they're going, checking their license plates. These are maybe legal, but harassing.
But is that not the job of an inspector, to inspect the property and see if it's
they were targeting Orthodox.
Okay, so you're saying this is unique discriminatory behavior?
Because these inspectors were so non-professional, so amateurish, they didn't know not to put stuff in emails. So it all came out in emails from discovery in litigation after that. They say it. They check license plates and they said
check the license plates to see if they're from out of state or driving in or
who they are. Okay. They saw a Hispanic name, it was okay. Saw a Jewish name, now they want to see where the guy went.
Okay.
This is on their emails.
Yeah.
But when you walked in, I showed you the schedule for the prayer services, different prayer services throughout the day that people can go to in our synagogue. So there's an app in the local area to, if you need a prayer service, Orthodox Jewish prayer service, where to go. So these inspectors got that app. They say it on their emails.
Yeah.
They got the app, and now they're targeting where we're going to go, what house we're going to go to pray for 10 minutes. They were targeting us. They passed other laws.
People are in and out of the house constantly, 24/7 to pray, basically?
No, they go in for 10 minutes and they leave.
At all hours of the day?
No, different times, different places. We can have if you work in an office and there's 10 Jewish men there, you can just take a conference room for 10 minutes.
Got it.
We don't need like a formal like church. We just pick it up and just do it. I've prayed in parking lots with we're going somewhere and there's get other guys together.
Yeah. But if you're living in a residential neighborhood and this house becomes like a revolving door of people coming in and praying constantly, parking their cars, I imagine there's some quality of life concerns, right? Increase in traffic and the streets being covered with cars and people all over the place, or what?
I don't know.
Not valid?
You're giving a scenario. I don't think that's what really happened, but
okay.
But maybe on like the Sabbath, right before the Sabbath, people will drive up and leave their cars there, and then after the Sabbath, so they would take some of the parking spots on the street, not blocking people's driveways. If so, call the police and get them towed. Right, that's the law, right? But I don't know. I mean, but you'll have any Semites will probably say that because they don't like us. They don't want us. By the way, they had a group called Jackson Strong, which were Gentiles who said put signs on their front lawns, Jackson Strong, which means we will not sell to Orthodox Jews. And eventually, they all saw how much money they could make selling to Orthodox Jews. They all sold and left.
Okay.
It's just a fact.
So they sold out.
What's that?
They sold out.
They sold their homes and, sold out, didn't stick to their principles of discrimination against us. I don't think they should have been discriminating against us.
Would you say, let's say they are discriminating, let's say they aren't, regardless, is there a fundamental alteration of the pre-existing community when it becomes predominantly Orthodox Jewish? Do you think there is a change in how the culture and nature and characteristics of the neighborhood is and how it becomes?
Yeah. The more Orthodox Jews move in, there's going to be less drugs. There'll be no.
You're saying anti-Semites are less likely to acknowledge
from us there'll be no drugs.
Okay.
There'll be no violence.
Maybe like terrible drivers.
There'll be no stealing.
Yeah.
There'll be consideration given to neighbors, help to shovel their driveway or help to put their trash cans back after they've been picked up or that type of thing.
All good things is what
right,
you're saying.
I think that's good.
Only good?
But if they don't like, we have friends over or we have 10 people come over to pray, they may not like that. We're not doing sacrifices on the front line.
What about the chickens?
Okay, so once a year, before the holiday of Yom Kippur, there is a minhag. A minhag is a custom to either take money around the head or a chicken around the head and say something about repentance. Usually it's done around here in the back of a supermarket. I guess someone could buy a chicken and do it on their I can't. You've ever heard of anybody doing the front lawn? I've never heard of that.
Where do you guys do it?
Well, I do it in the synagogue with money. I don't do it with the chicken.
Okay.
I don't want the chicken to, relieve himself from my head. I don't like
You're not a
risking.
chicken type of guy. Yeah, okay.
I feed them. I have bird feeders in the back,
Got it.
and I need to wash my car a lot. So
Okay.
I eat chicken, but I'm not, yeah. So
You just mentioned sacrifice. I thought of the chickens.
no, we're not. No, we don't. When the Holy Temple, the second Holy Temple was destroyed in Jerusalem about 2,000 years ago, animal sacrifice was ended.
The chicken's not being sacrificed. It's just being bled out for consumption after this.
Well, so we do the chicken like this, and then if I do it with money, the money goes to charity.
Okay, cool.
And if I do it with the chicken is slaughtered for its meat. Well, as you slaughter any chicken, right?
Sure.
But we have a kosher way of slaughtering. It's
Yeah.
slaughtered for meat, and the meat is given to poor people.
That's cool.
It's for poor people. Yeah.
I just heard of concerns of like streams of blood from the chickens.
But they have to be slaughtered in a kosher way. If someone's doing it outside of a slaughter facility, I don't know if it's legal or not. I don't know if it's nice or not. May not be nice. I don't know. I don't know. I do it with money.
What I'm trying to get at is some residents may just be surprised or opposed to some of the changes in what they see in the neighborhood.
Right.
And it's a different culture, right?
Yes.
There's cultural difference.
Oh yes, absolutely.
For better or worse, though, I'm sure. Like
We
you
don't-
mentioned, Grandma's like, all right on. We have a Jewish community.
Right. We
That's
don't
great.
have rock music playing
Yeah.
at any time, let alone late at night. There's no wild parties. The police have to come break up. There's no, like I said, there's no thievery. There's no theft. There's no whatever you go on and on. Right. But we are a different culture. We're definitely different. We have different values. A joke. We have different values.
Yeah.
We don't believe in. We have there is a strict law against adultery, and then to prevent adultery, which is one of the lessons of the Torah, which is if you want something not to happen, don't take the first step. So I remember there was a man and a woman in our company. They're married to other people, and I saw they go out for lunch in the parking lot, just having lunch. Oh, we're just talking, right? You know where that leads to.
Adultery.
That's where it led to.
Infidelity.
And divorces. We don't do that.
So there's some gender segregation.
We say segregation. I want to think about black people in the South before they were liberated. It's separation. It's separation. We don't get together, men and women hanging out together, and it's because the Torah recognizes that men are animals. I'm not joking. The Torah recognizes men are animals.
Okay.
Women may think, oh, they're hanging out with this man. It's totally platonic, because they don't know how a man thinks. That's not how a man is thinking. So we keep gender separation. The only women I touch are my wife, my mother, my children, my daughters, and my female grandchildren. Those are the only women that I touch. And if you don't want something to start, we're just having lunch together. Okay.
Sure.
So we take adultery seriously. We are seriously against it. It's one of the big one. You talk about the 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
You don't need to know the 613. That's one of the 10, which is 10 are part of the 613. So yeah, that's what we believe. Yeah, you don't start.
Okay.
So there's so many topics we were on.
So
So
many.
Jackson, should we
Yeah.
go back further on Jackson?
Jackson, tell
So-
me to where you get to toppling the local government.
Right. So I told you how I got politically connected.
Yeah.
And then after that, I became high net worth, as you say, rich.
Rich and rich.
Are you rich?
All relative, right?
Right. Yes.
All relative.
Yes. Exactly. That was a little funny
I need
story.
the point, yeah.
Funny story. So I remember once there's a guy here, and he had started maybe a store or something, and I think he was like bragging to me. He said, last year we did $400,000 of sales in our store. I said, whoa, that's unbelievable. We did $2 million a day. But,
Sure.
we have laws against showing off wealth and bragging, and, so he obviously had a need to feel good about himself, and and they build it up. It's great. That's great.
Speaking of bragging, though, the voice memo you sent me sounded almost like a flex. Like I toppled the government, I spoke to the White House, I got the DOJ involved. It sounded almost like you were bragging about it.
No, I thought you'd find it interesting how that
I
happened.
did find it interesting, yeah.
And I did it purely for altruistic reasons. I nothing.
For Jews, though, not the residents that were there prior. Did it benefit non-Jews in any way?
And when only to the degree that the non-Jews believe in non-discrimination, then it benefits them. But it was to stop discrimination against the Jews. Wait a minute. Do you think that we only do things for Orthodox Jews?
I know you're going to say that's not the case, and tell me how.
Exactly.
Let's go. Folder number 3.
We have one of these.
Tell me some of the charitable, philanthropic things you do.
Yeah, they're not for Jews.
To the Gentiles.
Right,
Gentiles.
yes,
So go ahead.
yes.
And for clarity, you offered me food, Keurig coffee. You're a very hospitable guy to let us be in here, so thank you.
Right. Well, they think maybe I'm bribing you with that. I don't know. Also, if you want to take a break and get a cup of coffee, do you want to do that?
I might have to pee at some point.
Okay.
You want to do a pee break?
Yeah, I'll get a
Show
cup
me.
of
I
coffee.
can keep going. Let's go.
Okay,
You want coffee?
Yeah, I'll get coffee and I'll also go to the bathroom.
All right, pee break.
You use that bathroom, I have another one over there, and then I'll see you in the kitchen.
All right. Let me just go pee real quick.
Okay.
Honestly, I will take coffee if you have coffee.
What's that?
I will take some coffee if you have.
Okay,
If you just have it.
good. So come in the kitchen when you're done.
All right.
I'll get
I'll
coffee.
pee real quick.
If you want to change batteries or not?
No battery.
Oh, do you mind? Sorry, I'm just pushing.
I'll fix it.
Thanks. Do you guys also want coffee or drinks?
I'm good, thank you. I feel that.
Ooh, it says 67. It's not 67.
It's warmer here than it's there.
Oh yeah?
It's like cold grass now.
So nah, it's just trying to
It's just the wind chill outside is also. It's crazy cold. Zika?
Hmm? Yeah, these are Z's. Yeah, he just wants a little bit. Crazy. Whew.
Please don't show us. No, please, please. It's hysterical. Here's Joe a bit. The one guy kept saying, "You're Jewish." I said, "You're a Yid." You're a Yid. Yeah.
What is Yid's?
Yid, that's a Yiddish word for Jew.
Okay, got it. And he's, I don't know what he saw in me, but he was convinced.
You know, you think, well,
Sure. I'll take
we have plenty, but we're getting them back.
no problem. That's sweet.
Okay,
Thank
where
you.
is it?
Thank you. Is that monk fruit? Yeah, that seems good. Thank you.
You good, you good, keep going? We're good.
Oh, thank you. Perfect.
Do you have a current machine, how do you set that?
Yeah, I think a variance of that. I think it's more or less the same as the odds.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh,
Same
okay.
exact thing.
Yeah, same idea.
Yeah.
I thought it's rocket technology.
Yeah, it's like the same odd concept. It's cool. My old faithful is a red monster. Part of what's cold. Yeah. Doesn't do that to me anymore, sadly.
Really.
Just keeps me alive.
This Veroni you took is a very nice taste to it. Oh, yes. On Amazon, it's like, gazillion ratings on 5 stars. Here's my kids.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's good. We're ready. Ready when you are. No rush.
Take bread. Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. I don't drink it. Yeah, okay. Have you had one? Really? It's a really delicious taste. Do you want sugar or ice? Okay, good. I'm not going to drink without before I start drinking. Oh, no. Oh, you want some cake or so? Cookies or? Okay. Anyone? Okay, let's get back to it.
Very good.
Isn't this a really delicious coffee?
Yeah.
I get the French press this time, but yeah, that'll go all good.
Very nice. That'll keep me good.